Now, this is going to be an interesting one on SME this morning. Oyin Onarinde is a beautician and CEO of Ewa Hair and Beauty, one of Nigeria's leading suppliers of 100% human hair extension products and hair salon services. It's great to have you. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, now you've been doing this for quite a while.
Yes.
You said over 10 years, but then you professional officially said 4 years. How did it all start for you?
Well, Ewa Hair and Beauty started as a side business for me. You know, I've always liked something into beauty. You know, I'm all about women looking beautiful. I'm all about women looking confident. And not just women, but any human being. You know, everybody deserves to be happy and everybody deserves to be beautiful. So Ewa Hair, just as Ewa means, it means beauty in Yoruba language. So it started as, you know, as something that inspires me, something that makes me happy.
Were you still, when you started as a side hustle, were you doing, was there a 9-to-5 there? Were you still doing a 9-to-5?
Yes,
How
I
were you
was.
able to combine it then?
Well, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't that easy, you know. At first, I started, you know, within my family. So, and later, I started selling
Family and
to
friends, they bought.
Yeah,
They were not owing. Because see, family and friends is one very serious. How did you relate with family and friends? Were they prompt on time with payments and all of that?
Well, they understood that, you know, I was trying to make profit out of this.
Try, good family.
So, you know, so, you know, most of them was like, you know, just wait for me. And, you know, and some of them, you know, understood that, you know, I'm trying to do a business and they encouraged me in the process. So they tried to pay something for those products.
Right.
Yes.
You know, but that is somewhere where a lot of entrepreneurs have issues relating with family and relating with friends.
Right.
You know, but then I asked the question about, combining, because some people, once they get a business idea, they want to leave the 9-to-5 immediately and focus on it. When did you know that it was the right time for you to focus on Ewa Hair and maybe leave your 9-to-5?
Okay, well, you know, the orders started coming in. You know, the orders started coming in for me. It has to do with, like, you know, I have to do more of my side business and I was getting more profits compared to what I was doing. And, you know, I've always wanted to do a business of my own. I've always wanted to have a global business. So it was just like trying it as a side business was just for me to, you know, shuffle around and see how it goes, you know. And then from my experience working in a big company, I was able to apply that to my own business. That
knowledge, right?
Yes.
So it is good to learn from somewhere else.
Right, right.
When you're building someone's empire, if you're working for somebody, the salary is the what now? The slavery or what different things.
Yes.
But I'm trying to say it was at a point where profitability, you said, where you started making more from the hair business. That's when you knew that it was time for you to focus on it.
It was time for me to focus on
fully.
it.
Right. But let's talk about quality control. How do you deal with quality control? Because when it comes to the hair, you know, the hair industry, that's where you see a lot of things. I've heard ladies, in fact, a friend of mine, that was some few months back, she was basically crying. And I was like, come, young lady, I thought you're not a young girl. Right. How can someone do you this thing? How can they catch you like this? She said she ordered for a hair product. I think she was like 35K. And then it was what she ordered versus what she got.
What she got.
And there was no refund. There was no way. And I was like, you know, what happened? So I said, sorry. Yeah. So remember, I was like, you're not young. So how do you, when it comes to quality control, have you had any challenges with that? How do you ensure that your quality control is up to standard? And all of
yes, in the hair business, I would say that those are one of our biggest challenges when it comes to quality. Well, for me, everybody has, you know, the reason why they are into this business. Most of them don't have a passion for this. Like for me, it's all about building my brand. You know, I want to have a name and I want to be true to myself. You understand? So I'm a supply chain professional, you know.
What does that mean?
Supply chain means you are able to source anything in the world.
Okay, yes. I like that. So that means that whatever the consumer wants, if they can pay for it, you can get it.
Yes, I can.
It
be paper, pencil, you know, whatever, you know, toilet roll, whatever you just name it. That is my job for me to be able to source all those things from anywhere in the world. So I was able to apply that to my hair business. So now I buy my hair from the source. And quality control is something that is very important to me. Like I said, I've started this business 10 years ago. And I've, you know, while I started, you know, I tried to test this product. I even went to those countries myself to meet my manufacturers and my suppliers.
In person?
Yes, in person. So these are people that I've been working with for over 10 years. And they are people that, you know, they have a name and they also have a name to protect.
So there's trust, integrity.
So exactly, trust and integrity. And that is what our hair business is all about. It's all about trusting us, because we are not into this business just to catch out.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? We are also into this business to be known for a very long time.
I like that. I like what you say. Someone was talking to me. I've heard about hairs that are in millions. And then I've heard about somebody who still buy maybe that same kind of hair and say, I just got it 20K and all of that. When it comes to pricing, you know, how do you, okay, what's the most expensive hair you've sold first? Let me start with that.
Well, the most expensive hair I sold was the one donor hair. And I think I sold it for 450,000.
It was,
yes,
so
that's
this was
my
a hair
most...
that they took off from somebody. They took off the person's hair.
Right, for
Did they
450.
process it? What happens?
Well, it's my hair, my one donor hair doesn't really go through so much processing. So it comes in very as natural as it can get.
As it can get?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when it comes to, does pricing dictate the quality of the hair?
Yes, it does actually.
Okay.
Like for one thing I have learned in my business is the ability to be able to combine affordability and then quality.
Okay.
So that is just something that you should look into if you are in the hair business. How can you don't want to be too expensive, and at the same time, you don't want to sell something that is too cheap.
Too cheap.
You know, you don't want to sell inferior products. So the balance, there must be a balance between affordability and also quality.
I like that. I like the way you talk about it. Now, considering the rising rate of $1 now, and you know most of what you do, you import them.
Right.
How has that affected your business, and how are you trying to, you know, level up and balance the playing field?
It has. You know, I mentioned earlier that I've sold hair for about 400 and something thousand naira. So, like about 5 years ago, that same hair could go for like 40,000 naira. You know what I mean? Like the imbalance in the dollar, the exchange rate is a big challenge. Is a big challenge in not even in the hair industry, but any business that has anything to do with global, that does global business, that you're trying to buy your products from outside of Nigeria, then that means that you're dealing with foreign exchange. So it's something that is a big challenge, but you know, it's something that we are hoping it will, you know, something good will happen, you know,
there's
in the country.
You can do. It has to be policies and all of that,
and all of
economics
that.
around the world.
Right.
Now, something I want to talk. I have this friend who is an entrepreneur, and he started doing this for a while. He employed 2 staff, you know, but then he found out that whenever he left the job and the staff were handling it, the quality of what he was doing dropped. Right. So as at now, he went back. He doesn't have. He does the business himself. You have some staff. How do you ensure that? How do you ensure you get the right people? Are they as passionate for this as you? If they are the ones handling some stuff without you being there, would they give the same level, the same standard that you would give? Yes,
I understand. The human resources is something that is, you know, a big challenge in any, not just my business, in any business in Nigeria or, you know, whatever country. But, you know, for me, it's been a challenge. I'm not going to lie, you know, because most times it's somehow difficult for me to leave the business entirely. So, but what I do is I try to do my business online. I try, you know, I encourage my customers to order online and also to build a trust. To build a trust, you know, a company that they can trust. So in that way, they don't really have to come to the store to buy products. They don't really have to, you know, come to the store. You can order our products online, 100% online.
How delivery is also one thing, because see, that delivery mechanism, some people tell you, look, it can be a problem when people want it and they don't get it at the time they expect it and all of that. Have you had any challenges in that regard, and how were you able to deal with them, if you have?
Well, we've not really had it. We are always, you know, very open to our customers. So when you're trying to order a product, we'll let you know that this is the, you know, the time
frame.
Yes, the time frame that you're going to get your product.
All right,
so in that way, they know that.
All right. Now, one word that you must have had a dissatisfied customer at one point or the other.
Right.
How have you been able to deal with that kind of circumstance when a customer says, I'm not happy with what I got? Has it ever happened? How have you been able to deal with that?
Yes, you know, in that case, what we do is we offer like 100% refund to the customer.
You do?
Yes, we do.
Okay. You do?
Yes.
Because, look, let me tell you, every time I see anything here, I always see it under no refund. We now put X on it.
Exchange.
And you know, as somebody who said something, it is against the law for a business person in Nigeria. There are sections of the Consumer and Business Act that would that go against you. You have to. You can't say you have a no refund policy. It's against the law.
Right.
And you're doing something right. Why are you different? Because look, majority of people I see, they write it no refund.
I know.
Especially some of the very big ones. So
Right.
why did you decide to go?
Because
to go the other
for
way?
us, it's not just about the money. Like I said earlier, it's all about the trust and the name. So if you are complaining about our products, and we hardly get customers that complain because we ensure that we do the right thing, you know what I mean? And if such situation happen, you know, we just do a refund.
All right, wonderful. Yes. This is you're putting up a wonderful business model, and you have what, over 5 staff now at the moment?
Yes.
How far? Where do you see this going? If you want to take, if you want to look in front now, and is there any plan to scale up? Where do you see this in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Will it still be there?
Yes.
Do you think it's something that can outlive you?
No. No.
Well, okay, but let's say in the nearest future and all of that.
Well, in the nearest future, we are looking into going into other things aside from hair.
Okay.
We're looking into going into the skin, you know.
Because they're all connected to beauty,
yes,
right?
They're all connected to beauty. We're looking into going into fashion as well. So everything that has to do with fashion, beauty, those are areas that we are trying to expand into. Because the skin too is also a major area, you know, and we always want to get it right when it comes to Ewa. We just don't want to sell product because for the sake of, you know, catching out. But we want to do the right thing. We want to make products that will be good for the black skin, that will be good for the brown, fair skin, you know. So those are areas.
Wonderful. Let me round up with this. A final word, because you are a consumer professional. I've loved talking to you. Right. What is the final word? What would you say to someone who wants to start up a business in Nigeria at this particular point? Maybe not the exact one you do, but there are some business models that you can use across. What would you say? Just give me 1 or 2 things, lessons that you can bequeath to someone out there doing business in Nigeria.
So what I would say is be consistent with whatever you want to do and be true to yourself. You know, let people know that you are not fake. You know, like you are true to yourself. So if you start a business with that foundation, then I think the sky is not going to be enough for you.
Oyin, thank you so much. It has been such a pleasure talking to you. I wish everybody that I talk to would be like this. But, well, for that, you're a Yoruba girl, so you definitely love spice.
Right.
You love spice.
Right.
Do you?
I do. A little bit.
A little bit. I have something spicy for you for breakfast.
Wow.
For giving us this wonderful knowledge. So, hey, come on, the ladies are here waiting for you.
Okay.
So, this way. Let's go this way.